Assalamualaikum dear students. Students, today we are going to see the preparation of the colloids. As I told you in the last video that how do we prepare the colloids. Preparing lyophilic colloids is fairly simple. Why? Because they are having the solvent loving affinity, just we have talked about, right? Generally what we need to do, vigorously shaking the dispersion phase in the dispersion medium result in the formation of lyophilic sols. For example, gelatin, starch, soap forms colloidal solutions by simply dissolving in water. Now lyophilic is simply prepared by mixing the dispersion phase into dispersion medium, but lyophobic colloids are facing a little problem in their formation. Due to their low stability, lyophobic colloids present greater difficulty in the preparation. Such colloidal solutions are usually made by the following methods. Okay, so we are going to see today three methods by which we can prepare the lyophobic colloids. Okay, remember lyophobic, not lyophilic. Lyophilic can be simply prepared by mixing the two mediums and we can get the colloids. So number one, chemical method. Many molecules produced in the chemical reaction such as oxidation, reduction, hydrolysis and double decomposition aggregates to give particles of colloidal dimensions. For example, silver sols can be prepared by the oxidation of hydrogen sulfide. So dear student, you are able to see that certain reactions are given over here and which are very important one. So reactions are given in this particular picture. You are able to see that you have to remember this particular reactions. So let us see. First of all, let me tell you, arsenic oxide As2O3 plus H2S, that is your hydrogen sulfide. Double decomposition is able to give you the sol. Okay, that is your what we can say arsenic sulfide sol. Second, SO2 sulfur dioxide plus H2S hydrogen sulfide oxidation reaction is taking place and you are getting the sulfur sol along with the water molecule. Next one, you are having the gold sol. Dear student, your gold sol is given over here. The gold sol can be prepared by the reduction of your gold chloride, that is ultimately prepared by your AuCl4, that is prepared by AuCl3 plus HCl using the reducing agent like formaldehyde or hydrazine. So here we are doing the reaction, that is your reduction reaction. So you are able to see AuCl3 plus formaldehyde, that is HCHO plus water, you are able to get the gold sol plus your formic acid plus 6 moles of HCl. Last reaction, that is your FeCl3 plus water, is able to give you the ferric hydroxide sols plus concentrated, or we can say this simply your HCl, that is your hydrochloric acid. So dear student, these are the different what we can say preparations, that is by the chemical method how you are doing it. So you are able to see double decomposition is there, hydrolysis is there, oxidation is there, reduction is there. So you can note down all this particular into your classwork book. Okay. Second preparation, that is electrical disintegration, or you can say Briggs arc method. Briggs arc method. So this is also important one. Let us see. This method is particularly suitable for preparation of colloidal sols of metals such as gold, silver and platinum. So आपका gold, silver and platinum, as you know, it is very least reactive. It is not going to react with any particular, and when you go for dissolving or when you go for talking about the forming the colloids over there, it is very difficult. So we are using a Briggs arc method, or also you can say that electrical disintegration. Okay, two wires of the same metal, say gold or platinum, used as electrodes are placed in a suitable dispersion medium containing a small amount of an alkali. What we have taken over here, see in our beaker we are having water plus KOH, that is your potassium hydroxide, that is a base, you know, that is your alkali. Okay, an electric arc is stuck between them. The heat produced by the arc converts the solid matter into the vapor state. This vapor condenses into the liquid form to give the required colloidal sol. Now dear student, you are able to see that two metals, आपको जिस पर्टिकुलर का जो भी सोल बनाना है उसके मेटल्स लेने हैं और उसको एक पर्टिकुलर इलेक्ट्रिक आर्क के साथ अटैच करना है. That is in the your beaker, and beaker is containing water plus hydrochloric acid. So as soon as this व्हेन वी आर कनेक्टिंग इट विद द बैटरी, आपका जो मेटल है वो पिघलना स्टार्ट होगा. जैसे ही वो पिघलना स्टार्ट होगा वो डायरेक्टली जाएगा वेपर फेज में, बट हमें वेपर फेज में नहीं चाहिए क्योंकि वो उड़ जाएगा वहाँ से. सो वी डोंट वांट दैट इट शुड बी इवापोरेटेड फ्रॉम देयर. व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, वी हैव टू डायरेक्टली, जैसे ही वेपर फॉर्म में जा रहा है वैसे ही हम उसको क्या करेंगे, कंडेंस कर देंगे. इससे हमारे पास जो सराउंडिंग में वो क्या है, आइस बाथ. तो आइस बाथ की वजह से टेम्परेचर बिल्कुल लो चला जाएगा उसका, एंड यू आर एबल टू प्रिपेयर योर particular required colloidal soul. So I hope the Bredig arc method is clear to you. How do we prepare it? And it is specially used for gold and platinum type of the metals. Okay. The last process which we are going to see today, that is your peptization. But dear student, remember I have given you this particular Bredig's arc method, the setup again and again. I am showing it over here so that you can draw it, you can prepare it, and you can remember it. Fine. We are going to start the last method, that is peptization. Now dear student, let me tell you what is peptization. What do you understand by the word precipitates? When we talk about the precipitates, we are talking about the insoluble particles. Okay, we are talking about the insoluble particles. So let us start with the peptization. The conversion of freshly prepared precipitate into the colloidal soils by the addition of small amount of the electrolyte to the dispersion medium is called peptization. Remember, this definition is very important. The electrolyte used is called peptizing agent. In peptization process, the freshly prepared precipitate absorb one of the iron of the electrolyte on its surface. This causes the development of either positive or the negative charge particles on the precipitate, which repels each other and ultimately break into the particle of the colloidal size. For example, a freshly prepared precipitate of your ferric hydroxide that is FeOH thrice, can be changed into the colloidal state when the precipitate is treated with the water and small amount of FeCl3 ferric chloride solution, that is your peptizing agent. Okay, the ferric ions, आपके जो फेरिक आयंस है, let me tell you, FeCl3 का जब भी आयोनाइजेशन होगा तो Fe जो है वो अपने पर्टिकुलर ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट में चला जाएगा, दैट इज योर Fe3+, और आपके जो Cl है, दैट इज, यू नो दैट ईच आयन इज कंटेनिंग, ईच क्लोरीन इज कंटेनिंग -1 चार्ज. तो आपके Fe पे चार्ज क्या लगेगा, +3. आई होप यू आर गेटिंग दैट. सो यू आर गेटिंग दिस आयोनाइजेशन. सो व्हाट डू वी से, दैट आपका जो फ्रेशली प्रिपेयर्ड FeOH3 है, आपका जो है फेरस हाइड्रोक्साइड के जो पार्टिकल है वो अपने सराउंडिंग में किसको लेंगे, इलेक्ट्रोलाइट को लेंगे. कौन से वाले चार्ज को, Fe3+ को. मतलब ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, ईच ऑफ योर FeOH थ्राइस, आपका जितना भी फेरस हाइड्रोक्साइड है वो सारे के सारे सेम जैसे पर्टिकुलर इलेक्ट्रोलाइट को आप अपने ऊपर सेट करेंगे. तो उससे क्या होगा, जितना भी FeOH थ्राइस है उनके सराउंडिंग में क्या आ गया, Fe3+ आयन आ गया. दूसरा पार्टिकल है उसके ऊपर भी क्या आ गया, Fe3+ आयन आ गया. नाउ व्हेन दे आर हैविंग द सेम चार्जेस particles, when one particle is having plus charge on the surrounding and another particle is also having plus charge on the surrounding, so what will happen, will they unite together or will they repel? Yes, they are having the same charges, so they will be repelling. Let me tell you, this is because of this particular reason the colloids are stable. जो हम बोलते हैं ना कि colloids के particles segregate नहीं हो जाते, एक साथ में settle नहीं हो जाते, बैठ नहीं जाते, और वो stable रहते हैं. क्यों stable रहते हैं, क्योंकि उनके ऊपर same kind of the charge लगा हुआ होता है. When they are having the same kind of the charge, they will be floating in the particular solution without getting mix up or making the lumps, getting. So because of this the stability is arised over here. तो यहाँ पे जो हमने बनाया पेप्टाइजेशन से बनाया, प्रेसिपिटेशन, आपका जो प्रेसिपिटेट था उसके ऊपर एक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट का लग जाना, दिस इज नोन एज अ पेप्टाइजेशन. सो पेप्टाइजेशन की हेल्प से हमने क्या किया, हमने कोलॉइडल सॉल्यूशन बनाया. यहाँ पर हमने कौन सा एग्जाम्पल लिया हुआ है, वी हैव सीन आवर फेरस हाइड्रोक्साइड के जो पार्टिकल्स है उस पर क्या लग गया, Fe3+ के पार्टिकल्स लग गए, एंड यू आर गेटिंग द पर्टिकुलर सॉल्यूशन, दैट इज योर कोलॉइडल सॉल्यूशन. Now in our next particular videos we are going to start with the purification of the colloidal salts. How we can purify them. कभी कभी होता है ना चार्जेस ज़्यादा भी लग गए, तो जो ज़्यादा चार्जेस लग गए उसको कैसे निकालेंगे, and much more about it we are going to do in our next video, that is purification of the colloidal solutions.